From everyday moments to super important memories like weddings or birthday parties, don't you feel like all of those precious little moments are stuck in your camera roll? Well, that's where Aura steps in. You know, for a Thanksgiving present this year, Matt got me an Aura frame, and it was preloaded with all of these selfies we had taken in the past. And not only did it fill my heart with so much joy and wonder, I was having so much fun while looking through these photos on my Aura frame. It was fantastic. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames by using promo code SuperMega at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code SuperMega. This deal is exclusive to listeners, so get yours now in time for the holidays. Terms and conditions apply.
Will you be at the gates of heaven? Congratulations, you won! Alert! 今天恢复你美丽的 Borskin。
What up, Grinches?
What up, Grinches? Or, I was thinking we could come in song.
Okay.
You know, Frosty the
I don't wanna do that one.
Snowman.
I don't wanna do that
He's
song.
a white man.
He's not a white man.
With a big top hat and a corncob pipe and a big old button nose.
Frosty the White Man.
I came from the alternate dimension where it's like Christmas is spelled with 2 M's. It's very similar and has similar music, just slightly off.
Just slightly different. Oh, hey, man, if you believe in, people always blast me. They're like, that's not what string theory is. I would get it wrong. If you believe in alternate realities, then there is a reality.
And if you went, is Matt really bringing up alternate realities 10 seconds into the podcast? Or if you're on Spotify, 10 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah, because you guys got the nice 10 minutes of ads that started off. But there is a universe where Christmas...
That's not us intentionally putting those in, by the way.
Yeah, we don't...
Before you go, Matt really they just scoffed and spat in our faces about it. It's Christmas season. We're not going to be some Scrooges. We're not trying to be Scrooges.
Yeah.
That's for the advertisement company that we have nothing to do with.
Yeah, they put the ads on the audio version, and we don't have a say in that one. The only ads we have a say in are the ones that we record.
Yeah, if anything, we're like Tiny Tim because our channel is sick and dying.
Yeah, and the ad agency is kind of like Ebenezer Scrooge, right?
Yeah.
Or is that
no? They're like very generous Jesus.
Okay.
And then
the people listening are Scrooge. The people getting pissed off by the ads.
Because they get upset about the ads. They're not willing to they're not willing to be generous for our holiday spirit.
You know, I could see the Ghost of Christmas Past taking these viewers back through, watching themselves watch the podcast, and they're, instead of skipping ahead of the ads, they're sitting there listening going, ah! And it's, Ghost of Ads Past. I don't know. That didn't land very well.
No, it was something. It was something. But
I'm trying to think of a better name for it.
It'll come at some point.
Maybe later in the episode.
Yeah. But Merry Christmas to everyone, because this episode is coming out Christmas Day.
That's right. This episode is dropping on the Tube on Christmas Day.
Theoretically.
On Patreon, though, it's not Christmas yet, but this episode is out. And we hope that everyone is having a wonderful holiday season, whether you're celebrating Christmas or one of the other ones.
Is there at least like a snowflake border on the podcast this episode?
I hope Luke puts a snowflake border. That'd be nice.
Right? It would kind of like, because it's not so Christmassy.
Yeah, so
But-
the set, we didn't really... When we moved out of the Super Megaplex and into this place, for some
And
reason...
also, it's like 3 weeks to Christmas right now when we're filming because we're having to backlog and stuff.
Right.
So we haven't bought decorations.
we got rid of, for some reason we threw away all of our Christmas decorations or they got left out in the rain.
Yeah, there's some past employee,
Some elf.
some elf left
Naughty
out
elf.
left out essentially a bin full of Christmas decorations, lights, and clothes and stuff.
Out in the rain, in the nice LA acid rain. And now we don't have any Christmas stuff. So we kind of dug around the office. Luckily, I found this. This is it's a sleeping cap is what I'm wearing, but it does, it kind of gives Santa vibes, right?
And I'm wearing my What Up Grinch's hoodie. Huh?
Uh-huh.
Which is very festive. And the new Super Mega beanie is on my head.
The Super Mega beanie, you know what? If you kind of shift the colors in your mind a little more, it's red and green.
Okay.
That's Christmas colors.
Well, beanie also winter,
yeah.
Just in general, when people are wearing beanies, you're like, oh, Christmas
Or
maybe.
For Canadians,
something.
took.
Oh, yeah.
A took.
Yeah, but Canadians are cringe.
Canadians are very cringe, especially
Except for their healthcare system.
No, that's pretty cringe too, Ryan. Having to wait in line? No thanks. I'd rather have to wait in line and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for treatment.
Are we going to talk about the assassination of the CEO on the Christmas Day podcast because we didn't on the
Given
other?
our connection to it, probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
But Luigi Mangina, everyone.
I'm going to be honest, when, because he went silent because we were doing, the three of us were going to do an improv troupe here in LA.
Right.
And he stopped texting us, and we were getting worried about him.
I thought that maybe he just didn't think we were funny anymore.
If you remember I thought the exact opposite, because if you remember the last meeting we had, he went above and beyond and did some backflip, but he slipped and kind of fell the wrong way. But it
was a cool backflip.
Yeah, but he said even though the pain is excruciating, comedy is reaching that level of comedy is what I can only aspire to. So if it takes that, but so he seemed pretty all right after that, except for the fact that he stopped texting. But
also, I mean, he was talking a couple weeks ago to us about his plans to kill a healthcare CEO, and we thought he was joking.
yeah,
Probably shouldn't even mention that we knew that.
yeah.
Luigi Mangina, everyone. I haven't seen anyone do that.
Do what?
I see Luigi's Mansion. I see all this. I have not seen a single person throw out the Mangina.
Like old
name.
Greg.
Like old Greg.
Your favorite.
Yeah, he has a Mangina.
I still catch you watching old Greg.
Dude, I'm watching old Greg.
In fact, you listen to it like a podcast sometimes.
2-3 times a week.
You have the loop setting turned on your YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll find you just asleep at your desk.
Let's just go. It puts me.
Some Skittles and Bunch of Crunch strewn about. Your two
Yeah.
favorite candies.
I love Skittles and Bunch of Crunch, especially mixed together.
Skittles and Bunch of Crunch soup?
I put Skittles in one side of my mouth.
Or sorry, Skittles and Bunch of Crunch cereal.
And then I put the Bunch of Crunch in the other side of the mouth, and I just let it sit for a bit, and then they kind of just melt, and then I start chewing, and they mix together in this delicious, fruity, chocolatey amalgamation.
For all you little elves out there, that might be a nice holiday treat to go try.
Yeah, guys, trust me, it's very good. And actually, it's recommended by dentists just to let the candy kind of sit along the back teeth, because it's the same thing as getting a flu vaccine, where if you put the sugary stuff against your teeth, it strengthens your teeth against sugar. For a while they didn't think that was the case, but it actually is.
Just like any disease with your immune system,
right?
Like any sort of vaccine has a little trace of the disease.
Yeah. RFK was talking about this, and it's really kind of breakthrough science. So I've been kind of coating my teeth.
I'm not sure if you can say he was talking about it. He was sure doing something, but
yeah. But I've been coating my teeth in chocolate sauce before bed just to kind of strengthen them. It hurts a little, but pain is gain. as they say.
Great movie. It's a Michael Bay movie that you're referencing, directed by Michael Bay, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the
Mel
guy
Gibson.
who plays the new Captain America, Anthony Jenkins. No,
Anthony Jenkins.
Anthony McIntyre. Anthony
Jeselnik?
No, Anthony Mackie. It's Anthony Mackie.
What I love about you is when you don't remember someone's name, you don't like stop and try to remember it. You just start firing out names until it lands.
Because what if my brain goes dead trying to find it?
Right.
So if I'm shooting these out,
You just got to start shooting.
giving more space for my neurons to make those connections.
Yeah, and when you shoot it out, then I'm hearing it, so I can my neurons can help.
Yeah, and cooperating is one of the keys to a successful business partnership.
Yeah.
And you and I do a lot of cooperating.
We do a lot of cooperating. Oh my God.
Sometimes I'll open the door for you. That's a form of cooperation. Sometimes you'll open the door for me.
Sometimes you wipe me, I wipe you.
I mean, it is Christmas.
I think we should do it
I think
more.
we both deserve a good wiping today.
Yeah. I went a whole week without wiping, and
Good Christmas wipe.
I could use a good Christmas wipe.
I got the washcloths all they're soaking in the sink.
Just I'm imagining the sink is stopped up. It's filled to the brim with like brown water, and there's washcloths just sitting there soaking that we've been using to wipe our asses with for weeks. And then when you're done, you just throw it back in the sink. Disgusting, dude. Maybe that's why Luke doesn't poop at the office. He's grossed out by our collection of ass wipe washcloths.
Luke doesn't poop at the office because he's a crazy person.
It's schizophrenia.
It's
Wild to me.
It's just kind of like one of those things where, you never. I don't want to seem like I'm jumping the shark here, but you never suspect your friend to be like a psychotic, like serial killer, or like to do something like a mass shooting or something that degree. But there's little hints that you get.
Yeah,
and that to me is just, at least for me, is just one of those little hints where it's like I could see where, in some way, in his day-to-day life and his ritual, something kind of interferes with that, or like I could see how it could spawn a breaking point to some degree.
Absolutely, and I think that's a really good comparison when
like the Unabomber or something.
Someone snaps and you're
Ted
like,
Kaczynski.
Were there signs? Like what this came out of nowhere. But then you do start thinking back to these little things. And I think if Luke ever snaps, we'll look back and be like, well, he wouldn't poop at the office. We've talked about this before, but he has to, every time after he feces, he has to take a full shower.
And then, Luke, I'm going to do you a favor here. Hey, audience, even though it's Christmas, Luke's generosity can only run so fluidly, I guess, so enormously, he made us cut out us talking about his poops, but in turn, here's a picture of Luke spreading his ass. Now, Luke, you can either have one of the two things. Either we talk about you pooping, and you just swallow it and you suck it up, or
does he not like when we talk about?
I just feel like
it's private. It's bathroom business.
It's his private bathroom business. He doesn't want a bunch of Neanderthal super mega fans to start going unga bunga, Luke no poo poo. Just start throwing.
There's
that
worse
out.
things that the fan base could be going at. Like I think going after Luke for having to fully bathe himself after taking a poop is
just. I mean, it's not a negative. It's not a negative thing.
Not at all.
It's like he's too. Can you really be too clean? Well, technically, yes, you can.
It's the opposite of
you can take too many
Justin.
showers and use too much soap.
Yeah, you can actually do some damage to your skin, your epidermis, if you use too much soap. But Justin, our old editor, he refused to use bidets. We had bidets at the old SuperMegaplex, and he wouldn't use them.
He still refuses to get. He doesn't have a bidet.
Not at his house, and he's one of the only people I know that doesn't have a bidet.
When I go over there, I struggle. It's
awful.
If I have to poop, I'm I'm sitting down on his toilet, disappointed because I'm having to just not just spend so much time away from my friends, but that time is spent ruining the environment by using unnecessary toilet paper.
It's just gross and dirty, and actually, it makes me sympathize Luke's standpoint more. Like when I use Justin's toilet,
two sides of some sort of coin,
right?
Shaped thing,
like a Sacagawea coin.
Yeah, like a coin-shaped object, or like some sort, like a flat spherical. Can something be a flat and spherical? No, it has to be flat and circular.
It could be like a disc.
Yeah,
where it has
but a disc isn't spherical.
Well, no, but
it exists within like a radius.
A squished sphere, that's like this.
Okay.
So it has no actual hard edges, but it is a compressed.
But is a squished sphere still a sphere, or is it a squished sphere?
I think it. I don't know if a sphere has to be perfectly round. Like if you have a sphere and it's a little bit compressed, so it's more like oblong.
What are those oblong egg-shaped spheres called? Not ovals. There's a 3D name for them.
Oblong is a great word.
Don't they use that word in like fucking Photoshop somewhere? Maybe not.
What? No.
Or like Paint, some old program where you chose an oval instead of a circle.
Yeah, it's
It wasn't just oval.
It might have been ovals, but like a 3D
I know
oval.
it's an oval. I know what an oval is, but there's got to be some sort of intense scientific name.
What like the name of a 3D?
I'm gonna look it up.
Smushed like. Well, the way our brains work is really magical, dude. We were talking about how Justin doesn't wipe, and how Luke showers after he uses the bathroom, and then we really just jumped straight headfirst into squished 3D spheres. What? Ellipse?
A 3D oval is called an ovoid.
Ovoid?
Ovoid.
Ovoid? O-V-O-I-D?
Mm-hmm. That's definitely not what I was thinking.
No, I've never heard that in my life.
I'm thinking of something that's like elliptical.
Oh my god. I know what you're talking about. Like an elliptical orbit of a planet is one that's like really long and stretched out.
Right?
Yeah. Like ellipses is the 3 dots at the end of a sentence, and then an elliptical shape is an oval. But there's got to be a name for this 3D shape we're thinking of.
I mean, it's an ovoid, apparently.
Ovoid. No, dude, that's
not what I wanted to hear. I'm gonna be honest. It's
like
not what I wanted
sphere.
to hear.
Oblong sphere, right?
If Santa gave me a few Christmas wishes, I would use one of them to rename an ovoid, because I do not like that name.
Ellipsoid. An oblong sphere is called an ellipsoid. More specifically, if the oblongness is due to being flattened at the poles, it would be called an oblate spheroid.
Okay, so an ellipsoid.
Yeah, or a spheroid.
I feel like spheroid's all right.
A spheroid, also known as an ellipsoid or revolution or rotational ellipsoid, is a quadratic surface obtained by rotating an ellipse about one of its principal axes. In other words, an ellipsoid with 2 equal semi-diameters. Yeah. So we did learn something. It's a beautiful Christmas day, and we learned the 3D shape of a squished sphere.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey!
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. And thank you, Luke, for doing an a cappella tambourine throughout that.
He's great at making those tambourine sounds with his mouth.
That's why he's a part of this. He's a part of this trio, this triage.
He's part of the triad.
Yeah.
That's what we go by. That's what we're trying to coin that. The three of us, the triad. The triad, isn't that the name of the Hong Kong mafia?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's the Hong Kongese mafia is called the triad.
The Hong Kongese.
Yeah, Hong Kongese.
The Hong Kongians.
Hong Kongians? I speak Hong Kongese.
What are they called? The Hong
Kongans?
I mean, yeah. What are they called?
I'm just gonna go with Hong Kongians. I like Hong Kongians.
It would just be funny if I looked up on Google. It's like, what are people from Hong Kong called? And then it just gives me Chinese.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, I mean, it's not lying.
Hong Kongian.
But don't they have like South Carolinian,
Hong Kongian, 100%.
I'm gonna look it up.
Or Hong Kongese or Hong Kongoids. How about Hong Kongoids? We're talking about spheroids, ellipsoids. Why not Hong Kongoids?
People from Hong Kong are called Hong Kongers.
Hong Kongers?
Or Hong Kongese.
Hong Kongese. Okay, so I didn't think of either one of those. Hong Konger does.
Hong Konger is preferred by governments around the world, including the United States.
So you're saying President Joseph Robinette Biden Jr.
uses the term Hong Konger.
Got some Hong Kongers on the other side of the pond.
I
don't like it. It sounds bad.
It just sounds like some sort of like Zelda monster that
Hong Konger?
you have to go fight like a little band, like a camp of Hong Kongers. Yeah. Go rid the camp of Hong Kongers and bring back the Wismer Star.
Exactly. There's a little like group of Hong Kongers on the outskirts of the map, and they're gonna attack. So you gotta go raid them, take them out. Or Hong Kongi.
We are if we go along that way, we're kind of playing in the Chinese propaganda in terms of Hong Kong being kind of more like a absurdist revolutionary compared to that of the how they would like to be viewed as the people who get the shit done in business suits and glasses.
Hong Kongers?
The
Chinese.
The Chinese.
Well, yeah, honestly,
the Chinese government.
Simple solution to the whole. I don't want to get political, but Taiwan, Hong Kong. Simple solution to all of that, in my opinion, is I just think that just another country should just like claim, like Scotland should claim like Taiwan and Hong Kong as part of theirs.
Okay.
So then it's not like Taiwan, China, like what they say they're this, but they say they're this. It's like if it's Scotland or something, then problem solved.
See, I think that the United States should do that, and then we should rename the places. Like we should keep their name Taiwan, except we include the how United States, and then it goes of America.
Right.
Our little signature on that would be Taiwan but America.
Ooh, Taiwan but America.
So like everywhere we capture it's that name, we keep it still for like
America?
The locals and stuff, and then not of
Taiwan but America.
Yes.
Okay. TBA.
It's Taiwan but America.
Is there a comma?
Mm-hmm.
I like
maybe,
that. Hong Kong but America.
If it's grammatically correct, I'm kind of at a loss in terms of like the grammatical if it's correct or not.
I like that. Actually, when you think about like America, we have a lot of territories.
Hong Kong but America.
Hong Kong but America. HKBA.
Kind of rolls off the lips.
It does. It rolls off the lips real lickety split.
Kind of really rolls off your the good old Cupid's bow there, doesn't it?
Hong Kong but America. It feels good in my mouth.
Can you feel how that makes your Cupid's bow quiver?
Yeah. Yeah, I do feel it quivering. The only reason I know what a Cupid's bow is because of FaceApp.
Really? The only reason I know what it's called is because of the Prince of Egypt, because the Cupid's bow was so prominent and sometimes being a different color that I would be like, what is that? And then I looked it up, and it was a Cupid's bow.
I used to do some fantastic fan art of Prince of Egypt.
It's a great movie.
I had
Steve Martin, Ralph Fiennes,
Steve Carell. I had basically my dad, being an architect guy, had these big pieces of cardboard always for some reason.
That's what
big brown
Jacksepticeye just got diagnosed with, right?
Yes, and I would do fan art of the Prince of Egypt all over these big pieces of cardboard. And Jacksepticeye also, I believe, was diagnosed as Egyptian. I think like a side diagnosis, but I don't think he's public about that yet.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break because I have to pee, and contractually, we're obligated to go to a commercial break. We know you guys love the commercial breaks. They don't interrupt the flow. See, because I am announcing it's going to happen, so it's nice and smooth. Favorite time of year. Let's go.
From everyday moments to super important memories like weddings or birthday parties, don't you feel like all of those precious little moments are stuck in your camera roll? I know you wish there was just a way to easily share those moments with your friends and family. Well, that's where Aura steps in. Named the #1 digital photo frame by Wirecutter, might I add, Aura makes it effortless to upload unlimited photos, videos, just so you could easily view them on the Aura photo frame. Plus, you can preload an Aura frame with pictures for a special someone. So they open up their brand new Aura frame, they go, "What in the world? There's already all these wonderful memories on here. What the hey? You thought about me like this? Are we friends?" The answer would be yes. You're great friends because you got them an Aura frame. For a Thanksgiving present this year, Matt got me an Aura frame, and it was preloaded with all of these selfies we had taken in the past. And not only did it fill my heart with so much joy and wonder, I was having so much fun while looking through these photos on my Aura frame. It was fantastic. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver Mat frames by using promo code SuperMega at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code SuperMega. This deal is exclusive to listeners, so get yours now in time for the holidays. Terms and conditions apply. It's time, rocking around the Christmas tree with my friend Matt Watson tonight, eating a Milky Way and stroking his cock. It's Christmas tonight. Every time he's stroking, he's eating candy and drinking pee.
Drinking what?
And drinking pee? I don't know, dude. I'm trying here. I'm struggling. I've had a writer's block for forever.
I'm not
it's
drinking
just
pee. Okay.
I know. It's a writer's block.
Don't get it twisted, man. Just because you have a writer's block doesn't mean you get to go around saying bullshit about me like I drink pee.
Well, I mean, no.
What?
So it was someone else who drank your pee. It wasn't you who drank something.
No, I drank my own pee.
Oh, yes, you did drink your own
In
pee.
solidarity. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was just
It was Matt Watson piss.
It kind of
What's
tasted
bad about it?
coffee. It kind of had a coffee flavor.
Nice golden surprise shower, some people call it, I guess.
Well, golden shower is only if you catch me in the act.
That's true.
Amen,
brother.
That's what I'm talking about. You ever partaken in a golden shower?
Yeah, myself when I'm laying down in an empty tub without the water running. Fuck yeah, dude!
Straight
I go to
up,
town.
Just woo! Just
Try to catch it in my mouth.
And then, you know what
My tongue's out and everything. Like,
the best part about it? What goes up must come down.
I got some in my eye. Ooh.
Just spraying that shit.
It gets in my nose. I go.
I don't complain when
my
that happens.
slimy, biled spit is infused with piss.
It's fucking awesome. It's like it's becoming one with yourself, honestly.
Sorry, this section of the podcast is to weed out the non-fans.
Yeah.
The people who are just listening to pass time.
The people who are like, I'll give these guys a shot. Okay, never mind. They're just talking about just pissing straight up in the air on themselves.
30 and 28, huh?
Uh-huh. Hey, soon I'll be 29.
Hey, and soon I'll be 31.
I'll be shit, dude.
I guess in half a year.
Month and a half for me. I'll be 29. The big 29. Last year of my 20s.
I know.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Been there, done that.
It is crazy. You've already existed and soaked up every single moment of your 20s.
I have. It's all gone now.
I have one more year.
I leveled up.
Yeah, you did.
To 3-0.
Level 30 reached, baby.
Not a lot of people get to level 100 though.
Jimmy Carter.
That is true.
Did.
Alec Baldwin. He's about 101.
He's 100. 101 maybe, yeah.
I remember because he did a thing at Quentin Tarantino's theater where he was turning 101, so he invited fans and
That's right.
and celebrities alike to come He was trying to get Alec Baldwin's trying to get the Guinness Book World Record for the most amount of people in a theater watching 101 Dalmatians at once. But the fire codes prevented that from happening.
Yeah, and also the premiere of the movie, like back in 1999 or whatever, had way more people. So
yes.
I don't know why he thought he booked a theater that was too small anyway.
He was excited to turn 101. I mean, he's not. I mean, granted, in actual human years, he's like 50, 60 something, but he's going by. I can't remember what calendar his religion goes by, but
he goes by some weird like Sumerian calendar.
Yeah. So like to him, he's 101.
Yeah.
But
I think it's kind of bullshit. I think he's just trying to be special.
Of course, yeah.
But doesn't there are other countries that have different, like, isn't Korea in like the year 4000?
I wish I could get there.
Yeah, I might be completely wrong.
Korea looks like that in the year 4000.
Embarrassing.
And yeah, I'm lumping it all into one.
Mm-hmm. To me, there's only one Korea. North. The president of Korea just kind of made himself look like a fool.
So does North and South Korea share East and West Korea?
No, it's disputed on like who owns East and West Korea. Like North says they own it, South says they own it. But again, I think maybe it could just be like East Korea of America, but America.
Yes.
West Korea, but America.
Okay, I like that, right? You could catch on. The but America thing.
100%.
So you do think it could catch on?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're the strongest military in the world. That's not to be doubted. I think if we wanted that to catch on, it could happen. We have the strictest, highest budget military with the strictest airspaces. That's why we've been letting drones fly around.
I was about to say that's
weeks.
Exactly why we just kind of like we don't chase after them. We don't even so much as throw rocks up at them to see if it's our eyes playing tricks on us.
I saw the FBI testified in front of Congress, and he goes, "So you're telling me it's been going on for weeks, and we have no idea who these belong to?" That is correct. And he's like,
more like FBIE,
yeah,
Federal Bureau of Indecent Exposure.
Don't joke about the FBI.
FBI agents are famous for going to specifically history museums and flashing their cocks or labias. It's a power thing. I think.
It is, and it's like a rite of passage in the organization.
Yeah, like in certain rites of passage, in some cultures, it's have sex with a mule, or walk up a hill.
Talking about Tucker's culture.
Yeah.
There's
the Prescottonian. Is that what is that what they're going by now?
I mean, I'm like, Tucker, it's not a culture, it's just your family, and it's having sex with animals, and it's weird, and you're justifying it by saying it's some cultural thing when it's just, you like having sex with... It's weird, but, I'm not going to rain on his parade. He shoots good videos for us, so...
Was every, like, when you look into it, like, even the good old Kool-Aid Boyz, 99.9% of cult... Pretty much, it just comes down to sex, right?
Dude, I was trying to figure out what you meant by Kool-Aid Boyz, and then it clicked that you're talking about Jonestown.
Yeah,
the like 900 people that commit suicide. Yeah, the Kool-Aid Boyz. That's fucking awesome.
They took syringes and squirted them into the mouths of like children and shit.
Yeah, dude.
There's footage and all that.
They drank the Kool-Aid,
but like, cult. It all comes down to like one dude's like narcissism and then wanting to just have sex with like anyone he wants.
Usually
that's like the key defining trait.
Waco was like that. I know that the guy that ran the whole Waco show,
Jared Leto,
well, he didn't run Waco.
No. But
he did,
there are theories.
The guy that ran Waco,
I posted them on Reddit and no one's really given it any traction, but
you put him on the wrong subreddit. You can't go in
r/Jared Leto or r/.
Mr. Clean subreddit is for cleaning information and stuff. So when you're going on there posting about it, did you mean to post it there? Or are you just trying to get more eyes on it?
I mean, I see a lot of subreddits going, get Mr. Scriggle, or for example, Mr. Scriggle, get him to visit every subreddit.
Okay,
it's like one of those things. Probably
sure.
Where it's like. Except it's just my question that I want answered.
Well, I hope no one goes on the Mr. Clean subreddit now and spams them with Jared Leto, Waco cold questions. But yeah, he had sex. He had a bunch of different wives, and I feel like a lot of the time it's guys that are horny that are like, I'm God and I can have as many wives as I want.
Yep, I am a god. Bundy.
And the Kool-Aid Boyz, specifically Jim Jones of Jonestown
James
fame,
Jones.
he actually...
Good old Jonathan Jones.
Johnson Jones. Dude, if his name was Johnson, can you just imagine, like, Johnsontown? It would be known as Johnsontown. Or, like, if his name was Nelson, it'd be Nelsontown. So Jones is still a funny name, Jonestown.
Yeah.
But he would fuck men in the ass to prove to them that he was straight and they were gay.
Aside from fucking them in their pussies.
Right. He actually would, though. That was a thing. He'd fuck men in the ass to show them how he's straight and they're gay. And the logic on that one checks out.
Well, I mean, it's the age-old. It's not gay to have sex with a man. It's not gay to suck a dude's dick. It's gay. No, it's not. No. It's not gay to get your dick sucked. It's gay to suck a dude's dick.
Yes, dude.
I get that one mixed up all the time, which gets me into a lot of trouble.
It's very confusing because it's the whole pitching versus receiving. Because if you're receiving,
and trouble meaning like I just get embarrassed.
Right, not with the law.
No.
Besides that one time, but if you're receiving the oral sex, it's not gay for you. However, if you're receiving the...
Because I can close my eyes and picture, like,
Megan Fox.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Megan Fox. Well, or Machine Gun Edward.
Yeah.
I think he should change his name officially to Machine Gun Edward. I think it has a better ring to it.
I think it has. I think.
I tried to pitch it here, and I think that's proof enough.
I hope
he's
watching.
Apparently, him and Megan Fox, whatever the fuck.
Megan Kelly.
him, Machine Gun Edward and Megan Fox split up again after announcing a pregnancy again. What? What's going on?
Wait, Megan Kelly was pregnant?
No, Megan Fox was pregnant with Machine Gun Kelly's baby.
Really?
Machine Gun Edward's baby.
Dude, Machine Gun Edward has such a better ring to it. Machine Gun Kelly is that sounds dumb as fuck.
Right? It sounds childish.
Machine Gun Edward, though, that sounds hard. Like, that sounds really fucking good. I like that.
Yeah, I just want, like, people, y'all, like, some in the summer is, yay, can you post your favorite Machine Gun Edward song? Dude, I want people to just start changing his name to Machine Gun Edward in Wikipedia. I'm kidding. We're already
We're gonna get permanently banned.
Yeah,
from
we're gonna
all communities.
Wikipedia's gonna use their big budget to fire missiles at our establishments.
Wikipedia's the thing is, you'd think Wikipedia would have a lot of money, right? Because it's a big company.
It's not.
But every year, they're fucking popping up at the top of the page. It's like, please give us money. Please, can you donate $2? I'm like, shut up, Wikipedia. Jesus.
I can't even use you as a cited source on a school project. What makes me what are you worth saving? Well, in the long run, what am I saving you for?
I'm not going to toss...
That's a joke, obviously, information and stuff.
$5 your way if I can't even use you on a high school paper, because anyone can change Wikipedia. I mean, we know firsthand that anyone can change Wikipedia because there's deniers out. Ryan McGee, the star, deniers.
G-Scorpie, whatever.
G-Scorpie. It's from 2 episodes ago for those who are curious about what we're talking about. But the Kool-Aid Boyz, back to them. I don't know if that one was about sex overall. I think that was more so just like a weird narcissism.
It's just well, sex usually falls in line with power, right?
Yeah.
Power is like control, and how do you have control over someone? Sex.
By using mind control devices.
Well, like, I mean, imagine the amount of control these guys got off on when it's like, I'm just going to have sex with all these guys' wives.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to have sex with them.
To show them how gay they are.
They're all mine. All of them are mine.
Michael, come here. We're going to have some gay sex because I'm straight and you're gay.
Fuck.
God damn it, he's right.
No, I'm going to prove to him how straight I am. By showing him how much I dislike it.
Oh!
By going, ew! Keep going because I love you as my leader, but ew! This is not what my body wants me to be feeling.
God, Michael, you look so gay when you were coming in my face. Oh, that's and scene. That's that was Jim Jones having gay sex with someone named Michael. Could use a little work.
And Michael was
probably.
acting like he wasn't enjoying it to make him feel better, even though Michael was
He
enjoying it.
actually really enjoyed the gay sex.
But to make sure it looked like his lesson was being learned, he had to go, ew, I hate this.
Yeah. You know,
Which you tried to do, for, never mind, ads.
What?
Nothing. I just got mixed. I shouldn't have fucking said, just ads.
We can't go to, it's too soon.
No, it's not.
Okay. $2025, man. It's upon us.
Like that.
That was a good-ass snap you just did, dude.
Thank you.
That was a really good... Can we get a replay of that? That was a good fucking snap. I am thoroughly... What are you doing, dude?
You couldn't see that.
How does the beanie fit? It's a new super mega beanie.
No, that
Looks cool.
Wasn't like centered.
It looks nice, dude.
I know.
I really like how our Black Friday stuff turned out.
So did all of the people, hopefully, that ordered.
Every single one of you. We put a lot of work into it and put our whole asses and bussies into it.
It's a busy holiday. It's just fucking busy. It's always been busy. There's never been a holiday season where we've had time to relax. This year has not been different. We are still in the middle of editing stuff and getting things going and making sure stuff is good because I'm gonna head home to see my family for Christmas.
Your expensive vacations.
I know, I'm going on another
Carolina.
expensive
flaunt it.
South Carolina vacation. The number one tourist destination of the United States is Irmo, South Carolina.
Not just the United States; it's actually of the world now. You got people coming far and wide. From Qatar, from fucking Iceland. Everyone's going to Irmo, South Carolina. They want to go to the Harbison Mall.
The mecca of permed grandmas, brother.
Oh man, I miss Irmo. I gotta go. I gotta stop in.
Give it a little smooch.
Yeah, I'll give Irmo a smooch.
You miss about the Columbiana Center?
Oh, the Columbiana Center. That's where I saw Interstellar.
Dutch Square Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Dutch Square Mall?
Love Dutch Square Mall.
Mostly for the AMC movie theater.
What is the mall that has the fucking creepy clown statue? I've talked about this before. There is literally a life-size fuck. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It might be Dutch Square.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Is it like a big bronze statue, or is it colored?
No, it's
painted?
colored, I think.
Hold on.
I just have a memory of a very fucking scary clown statue in a mall, and I was there at nighttime, and it was really liminal because all the stores were closed. I'm in this mall. I don't know. I was going to the movies, so the rest of the mall was closed, but I somehow ended up inside the mall. Half the lights are off in there.
That's got to be Dutch Square Mall then.
It was really weird. But there was a fucking creepy clown in there. And I just remember, this was 2015. And I remember being creeped out. It was very, very...
Was it the same mall with the Burlington Coat Factory, right?
I don't know.
Oh, well, okay.
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of Burlington Coat Factories.
Well, this is the Burlington Coat Factory. Okay, buddy?
The one?
It's the
Burlington
of South Carolina. This is the one you go to. If you live in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, yeah?
You're going to go to the Dutch Square Mall, go see yourself a wonderful animated flick with the kids, get some food court food after, if any of the restaurants are even still open. Maybe afterwards, go hit up one of the vending machines to get an extra Diet Pepsi.
Or go into the family restroom, take a big shit, and don't flush it.
Ooh, I love when people do that.
Oh,
I love when people decide not to flush in public restrooms.
Dude, that's actually insane to me.
It's like the easiest thing someone can do. And it's legitimately making the choice to not flush your disgusting shit.
I don't understand. You know what? Not that I would ever make the argument for it, but there's, not putting up the seat, someone pissing on the seat. That even makes somewhat sense, but not flushing your shit doesn't.
Just even hit it with your,
why would you not flush?
You don't want to touch it with your hands, whatever.
It's intentional. It has to be intentional.
You can do it with your foot. That's what I do.
I don't believe that there's any grown person out there that is stupid enough to just not, if you don't remember to flush, then there's something really wrong there, because that's something that is ingrained since you're a little tyke.
There are people that exist that shit, wipe, and then walk away. They just forget. They just don't even do the last step of flush, because in their head they're like, someone else will flush it. Maybe they're environmentalists and they just don't want to waste water.
You know, or poop.
Or poop.
Maybe they
or
don't
poop
wanna...
water.
A lot of people, you know, they have the mentality of, you know, you worked at a grocery store, I worked at a fast food restaurant, so we saw it firsthand. A lot of people have the mentality of, someone else will do it for me. You know, it's like, I don't want to throw my trash away, someone else will do it. So it's like the same mindset, but on such a fundamentally more like gross level. Where it's like, someone else will flush my feces.
Yeah, well, like at a fucking Food Lion, of course we'd always have people just being shitty with the restrooms and all that. But, you know, you'd get the age-old people taking stuff out of their fridge, like a big thing of ice cream, take it out of the refrigerator section, put it down in like aisle 5 because they decided they didn't want it anymore or something. And it's just like, why not? Because they didn't want to go all the way to the ice cream section. Some people put like a whole gallon. They'll put a gallon of milk on a shelf. Like, people will place cold like are meant to be in a freezer that they got from the freezer. And they'll just put it on, and like the whole thing is like, it's not about an argument of like, that you're wasting that company's milk, how dare you. It's coming from a place of, there are employees that have to go in afterwards and like they have to go fucking take the milk off the shelf, they have to go fucking pour the milk down the drain and then throw the milk away. Like, that's time that they have to take away from doing the other shit that their manager is hounding them on. I don't know. I know it, like, at the end of the day, it's not that big of a thing that the employee has to do, but it's just disrespectful and lazy and stupid. And people should have more general respect for strangers in public.
That is something that I don't think you're ever really going to get in American culture.
No.
You know, it's like, how do you fix that? There's no way to really fix, like...
Dude, the Galleria when it's crowded.
Oh my God, dude.
Makes me so fucking mad,
People just are so...
They're oblivious.
Oblivious, except for like their own, like 2 feet in front of them. Mm-hmm. They don't care about anyone else. Glendale is intense when it comes to people caring about other people's like space or. I can't tell you the number of times I've been cut off in Glendale specifically, and there's
people are just walking straight at you. Like, there's this one time I was like, off to the side, next to a trash can. This was recently, and I threw something away, and I was just, collecting myself. And I wasn't in a pathway. I was next to a trash can, off by like a railing, and I watched this guy. Like, he started far away, and I watched him just beeline it. He just walked right towards me, and like didn't stop, and I just stayed there because I'm just like leaning on the railing, not in a pathway. Again, I have to stress. But it's just like, I watched him. He's like, he didn't pay attention or notice or have any thought to walk around me. I was just, he just, I don't know. People don't see anything besides like some sort of glowing path in like a video game. Where it's like the path to your next dopamine rush is this way. Like I'm just trying to get to fucking JCPenney. So they just see JCPenney at B and they're at A, and they're just A to B without any sort of like forethought or any sort of spatial awareness.
Well, what I noticed big time in Glendale, you got all these macho dudes who specifically. Oh, jeez, dude.
Oh, how embarrassing! I spilled my empty Monster can all over the carpet.
You've got these macho dudes that it's like, you're going to get out of the way, not them. So, like, if you're in your section of the sidewalk, on the right side, whatever, and they're walking down the wrong side of the sidewalk towards you, it's like there's no world where they're going to go around you or move. It's like, of course you're going to move. That's what they're thinking. And you do, because they will. You
know what I do sometimes that does help? Sometimes, nothing really changes. But sometimes, like, if I notice that, I'm on my side of the sidewalk, someone's walking my way, like you were just describing, I'll sometimes, like, look off out of the way, like I'm distracted by something, so the person kind of clues in, like, oh, they seem distracted. I manipulate them to move out of my...
Something I like what you do, and I've noticed you've done this quite a bit, but we'll be out in public together, and specifically in Glendale. And one of these macho dudes will basically just like walk right up in your business. And I know Ryan McGee's not going to take it. And I just hear you go, you do the little toot sounds like right in their ear as they go by. And I love it.
Well, they do look most of the time.
Because they're not going to like, they're not thinking that this grown man just made a fart sound in their ear.
No, my butt's all the way down 3 feet below
Hey,
where
buddy,
their
my
ears
butt's
are.
down here.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do love that you
It's
do
my
that.
little sign of protest to be like, hey, are you paying attention?
It's the best way to protest. Like, same with when someone is getting mad at me in traffic, instead of giving them the finger, I like to just give them a thumbs up because it confuses them. They're like,
Like, well, no, I'm mad at you.
did I do so? What?
Do I have to sit here and explain why I'm upset and not happy? They're like, fuck. It really throws off their groove.
The other night I was driving home from
Like the old man in Emperor's New Groove to Cusco in the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah, he does. He throws him out the tower.
Yeah, well, the guard throws him out the tower.
Yeah, but I was driving home at night the other night, and this guy just doesn't even look. Just walks in front of my car. I'm probably going 30, and
I'm about going 30 on a sidewalk.
I was on the sidewalk, but he just walks out in front of my car, where if I had been like looking down, I easily could have just squished this man. And I'm like, Jesus, dude. And he walks across, and I tooted my horn because it's nighttime. He's wearing dark clothes, and I'm like, dude, are you? I think he was probably high or something. He just wasn't paying attention, and tooting my horn did not sit right with him, because the second I tooted that horn, he stops and he runs back out in the middle of the street in front of my car, and he leaps in front of my car and started yelling.
150-pound man versus 2,000-pound vehicle.
I know. Unfortunately,
Or sorry, how many? No, that's like you're not
A car?
way more than 2,000 fucking pounds.
That's probably like
Sorry.
6,000,
I was about to
7,000
say,
pounds.
It's like 3 tons, right?
Yeah,
3-4 tons.
I swerve around him,
Well, I mean-
and he smacks my car with his grocery bag as I go by. And I'm just like baffled at the gall to walk in front of a car. You're lucky the car doesn't hit you, and then getting mad at
he's
the car.
lucky you didn't hit him.
You
could have if
I
you
should've
wanted to.
fucking run him over, dude. I should have fucking
If you
killed him.
wanted to, you could have ended his fucking miserable little life. Jaywalking ass.
If I ever see that jaywalking fucker again, I'm gonna fucking run him over.
Well, at least it gives you some satisfaction that whatever he hit your car with broke inside the bag.
It did, because I got home and I looked at the car, because the bag went boom on the side of my car.
No dent or anything, right?
No dent.
Strong car.
Very strong car.
Those Lithuanians know how to make a vehicle.
They do. It's combat ready. But basically, there was some stuff that looked like salsa on the side of my car. So I guess whatever was in his bag was maybe some salsa or some chili or
Some
something.
like decapitated head of like his mom.
Could have
and then
been.
the DNA is like now on your car and the police. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, it did kind of look like some matter. That's the best way to describe it. It was matter.
Matter.
And I didn't know what it was, but
Salsa.
salsa, chili, pasta, entrails, something along the lines of that.
Who's to say?
But I just, the older I get, I hate it. The more jaded I get towards the rest of society,
Well, you see how grumpy old people are. Some are
I
cheerful.
get it. Because, especially living in Los Angeles, dude, like,
That'll do it for you, definitely.
I try to give people the benefit of the doubt most of the time, probably to a fault. And just the older I get, the more frustrated I get with dealing with selfish people's dumbassery, like strangers that just don't have any care for anyone else except for themselves.
Like the people who essentially, let's say, pull out in the middle of a busy road that don't even look, that are just like, people have to stop for me if I pull out in front of them.
And or people that poop and don't flush it.
But they're going to come across someone who thinks the exact same way, who's selfishly like texting and driving. And then, I don't know, every now and then, it's unfortunate that most of the time these people run into people who aren't doing anything wrong.
Right.
It's just people that are being assholes or selfish on the road, when people should hopefully be a little more safe. You're in control of literally like a killing machine.
Well, there's a reason why Glendale has the highest insurance in the entire country.
Awful drivers.
The worst
Very
drivers.
aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Very macho culture and car culture. Like,
Dude,
around
driving in Glendale has made me a veteran. A veteran driver. But
my blood pressure spikes whenever I see a BMW or a G-Wagon.
I was about to say G-Wagon, dude. Those G-Wagons, they don't give a fuck.
Or a Mercedes-Benz. Although, it's a Mercedes-Benz, so it's how could you get mad at it?
You get more excited.
A G-Wagon is a Mercedes. I kind of separate
I do too.
a G-Wagon because like Mercedes-Benz are obnoxious. I put them on like equal obnoxiousness as like a BMW, but G-Wagon is on a whole nother fucking level.
A G-Wagon's like a rich person's Jeep. You know? It's like
they're always weaving around, going into the carpool lane when it's only one person in the car, like not even at the dotted entry points, just like crossing the double yellow to because it's like if they clip someone, they could very easily just kill someone being stupid and in a rush.
And it happens all the time.
Specifically, G-Wagon owners is who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
anyone else in a rush, I understand, but a G-Wagon owner has, if you own a G-Wagon, there's no reason you're in a rush. Your life is fine.
G-Wagons are, like, when I found out how expensive they were, I was kind of shocked. I had no idea that G-Wagons were such a, like, quote-unquote luxury car.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, they obviously look nice, but when you look at it, it's just kind of like, in my head, it was just another kind of like Jeep or FJ Cruiser type thing. And then you look it up, and it's like, dude, they're like $150,000. Like, it's an expensive-ass car.
But it's essentially like, I view it as like it gives off the energy of like, it's one of two things. Like, young asshole showing off. Not young asshole, like 20 to 30s age, probably like 25 to 30 year range
rich family.
Asshole. Huh?
With rich family.
With rich family. Or like rich soccer mom. Those are the two vibes I get from G-Wagons.
There's never like just this nice down-to-earth middle-aged guy driving a G-Wagon.
No, dude.
It's always either some like incredibly pompous young like LA girl or guy where I feel like I can smell the perfume or the cologne like outside the car.
Their car smells just like their perfume or cologne.
Oh god, so good. And
they probably keep it in the glove like box. So
they just pour it on the seats.
Yeah.
Just so kind of
they go right before getting on the road.
I think what I saw this a while back, and it's true. It's like the ultimate test of if you're a good person or not.
Flushing a toilet as that you've just shit in. One.
That is an excellent.
Are you about to say the putting the carts in the?
I was going to say the shopping cart thing. It's like
you and I are both the same way when it comes to that. More so, definitely, because I worked at a grocery store. So you definitely have more room to say that you are more like. You are more noble because it was ingrained to me by the capitalist robot pigs.
Well, it was ingrained to me just by my parents, just to put the fucking like when you go grocery shopping and you're done with the cart in the parking lot, like it's not hard just to go push it in the thing.
Well, as a kid, I used to kind of love organizing them.
It's fun.
Yeah, like making sure it's all like stacked. I'm like, why is it all messy?
I just don't like people that they finish with their cart and then they just leave it in the middle of the road. I'm like, what are you doing?
Or leave his shit in the toilet without flushing.
Okay,
it's about the same thing.
We got to come clean. It's Luke. Luke doesn't flush his shit.
No.
Hey, Luke.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Luke came in and we wanted to keep the bit in, but he chose to come in buck naked, shit running down his legs, and we just thought, one, it was too obscene to put on YouTube. And ultimately, also for immature. The Patreon people, it's also too obscene. It's just like, I don't know. We're not going to keep it in, Luke. So please cut it out.
And there's cut it out in the sense of remove it from the video, and also cut it out as in cut it out.
Because he thought it would be funny since we're talking about how clean he is. He's like, what if I came in all dirty with shit, dripping down my legs?
I don't know what he's been eating because obviously something in his diet needs to change.
Regardless, I did. It is Christmas, so I decided to look up some fun Christmas facts.
Really? Okay.
This comes from the reputable source, DallasCityNews.net. Are you ready? There's 10 facts here. I'm going to go through them, and I want your reaction to each one of these facts.
I'm ready for these 10 Christmas facts, guys. This is going to be a crazy fucking segment.
Maybe put some jingling and jangling, some sort of holiday beat behind us.
Ooh, let me put on my Christmas hat.
Okay, yeah, put on the nice, it's like an elf hat or something, right?
Yeah, look at that, and my Christmas hat.
It's like the Kris Kringle hat. Mm-hmm. Matt Kringle, more like.
Thanks, man.
Matthew Kringle.
Thank you.
Christmas fun fact 1. 3 billion Christmas cards are sent in the U.S. each year.
What?
Christmas fact number 2. Can I just read a few of them? And because that first one was kind of a rough start, honestly. It wasn't that interesting.
Sorry, 3 million or 3 billion?
3 billion, which is easy to...
There's not 3 billion people in America.
No, but think about, like, how many... You think of a holiday card. A family sends out how many holiday cards?
You're right.
You know?
I thought you were actually, like, bullshitting me and doing a bit when you said 3 billion.
No.
I was like, 3 billion?
Ooh, okay, here's one. Alabama was the first state to officially recognize Christmas in 1836. Oklahoma was the last in 1907. Fuck you, Oklahoma.
Fuck you, Oklahoma. You fucking suck. You rank almost dead last in education. You're number 49. And New Mexico's number 50. But fuck you.
It almost took you 30 years shy of 100 total years to recognize Christmas before Alabama. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
President Teddy Roosevelt, an environmentalist, banned Christmas trees from the White House in 1901.
Let me guess. A liberal?
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. These aren't 10. I know I said there's... I'm just skipping through ones that are actually... Okay. Okay, here's the last... Here's the last one.
I was hoping for more.
Okay, hey, here's 3 more.
Okay, thank you.
Approximately 35 million living Christmas trees are sold each year in the U.S. More than 45 million are planted.
Okay, so that's a net gain of trees.
Exactly. By a net gain of 10 million,
10 million
trees.
That's huge.
White Christmas by Irving Berlin is the best-selling single record of all time with over 100 million sales worldwide. Beat that, Taylor Swift.
I don't think
I
she
feel
could.
like Taylor Swift had,
100 billion? Or million?
Taylor Swift's a billionaire, huh?
Yeah, but
Doesn't that equate at some point through maybe?
not a single song selling or record selling.
Doesn't Taylor Swift's wealth equate to how good their music and how much
but
artistic integrity their music has? It's not just slop.
No. It's directly correlated to artistic integrity.
Like, she is the most artistically, when you listen to a Taylor, hold up 1 second.
You can't play any Taylor Swift, Ryan.
Well, imagine if I did and it was playing right now. Close your eyes. Hold up. Now, everyone in the audience, imagine as well. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you some time to pick a Taylor Swift song and imagine it playing. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Now, picture, right?
Yeah.
Right? You wear short skirts,
Stop. You can't sing that.
Your cheer
Stop,
captain
dude.
it.
Can't sing Taylor Swift on the podcast.
I'm wearing t-shirts.
Dreaming about the t-shirts that I wear. Wearing t-shirts all the time. Those are great Christmas facts, man.
I think there's one more. There's one more.
Hit me with one more.
This is the last one on the site, at least on DallasCityNews.net. Christmas fact, last one. All the gifts in the 12 days of Christmas would equal 364 gifts.
Damn.
A gift for every day of the year.
Damn.
On the 8th day,
that's a lot of gifts, man. I would honestly be pissed to be the recipient of those gifts because it's a lot of bullshit.
There's 7 days of Christmas, right?
12.
Fuck.
Because 5 golden rings, getting that 7 times or whatever, that's great, but getting 12 lords of leaping, just men jumping.
How many lords exist in modern day to make it that they're so abundant that most people singing the song could find 12 lords?
And then what? Do you have to house them afterwards, or
no? Hopefully not.
Put
Maybe
them up yourself,
I guess with unions created now, you would probably have to house and feed them.
Right.
Probably give them rights of some sort.
So it's bullshit, But speaking of Christmas news, this is huge. And I don't know if you've heard about this, but have you heard this news? This good news about Saint Nick?
Not the news of the Lord? Or Jesus Christ, our Savior?
Well, it kind of. Archaeologists uncovered tomb of Saint Nicholas. They just found Saint Nicholas's tomb. Yeah.
Well,
this is.
Have they interviewed him yet?
Archaeologists have discovered what they believe to be the tomb of Saint Nicholas, the philanthropic Greek bishop and inspiration behind Christmas icon Santa Claus. The 6-foot-long limestone sarcophagus was buried 6 feet deep within the 2-story annex of Saint Nicholas Church in Demre, Antalya, Turkey. So, couple things, guys. Santa Claus, canonically Turkish.
Yep.
And 2, wait, this has to be bullshit because Santa Claus isn't dead.
No. That's why I was saying I don't think they're saying he's dead. I think they just found his secret hideout, and that's why I asked if they interviewed him.
Yeah. Like there wasn't a body in there.
Yeah.
That is crazy. They did find Santa Claus's body, like last week. They actually just straight up found, like,
this is Santa Claus.
Yeah, this is. Like the researchers standing there, literally are like, "Wow, okay, this is Santa."
And we still can't get one fucking clear picture of Bigfoot, which is we found Santa Claus, we found Noah's Ark supposedly.
Also in Turkey, by the way.
That's not really Noah's Ark.
What, on top of Ararat? Yeah.
Okay, it could be
on top of Mount Ararat in Turkey.
Okay.
Noah's Ark is up there.
I also forgot about because at the time of the crucifixion, they used because they didn't have the medical shit of our time. They had to use, you know how they used like leather skin condoms back in the day. Well, they used leather skin catheters so he could use the restroom on the cross. And they did find an ancient catheter that looks like it has the imprint of Jesus's face on it. Could be the holy catheter.
What?
Sheepskin catheter that they used when Jesus was on the cross?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Would you just piss yourself on the cross?
Yeah.
Like if you have to pee?
You just shit and piss yourself and it would be run down the cross, run down your legs.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you got bigger things to worry about.
Maybe some people standing at the bottom of the cross like they're catching snowflakes.
You're like, ooh! You know? Kind of like when Luke just came in with the poop down his leg.
Yeah.
But Turkey seems like there's a lot of lore being discovered there. Noah's Ark,
in
Santa
November.
Claus. Yeah. So something's going on over there.
Get it?
Turkey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Turkey, like Thanksgiving. I like that. It's in November. That's good.
When the Native Americans and the Pilgrims came together to hug each other and give each other smooches and share stuff and be nice and dance and all that.
They did the electric slide.
That's where the electric slide originated, actually, was when the Pilgrims and Native Americans came together.
They're all like doing the like stepping back and forth. Turn around.
We just came up with the ending of a like a colonial Adam Sandler movie.
Oh my god, dude! Like I could so see
with Terry Crews playing the chief of the Native Americans.
Why is there not like one of those? Because we really missed out then.
He does do Native American bits in Bedtime Story with Rob Schneider, who does have a prosthetic hook nose and is colored red and is tinted red a little bit.
Rob Schneider is Native American. Okay.
Well, I'm glad that they added the hook nose, the giant hook nose, and then and spray tanned him to a somewhat darker shade as well.
Yeah,
he played the part well.
He played it fantastic.
I believe Adam Sandler wore a costume where he literally just looks like it was from Party City, Native American type of thing. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, those movies don't have very big budgets. You know.
Do you know how big Bedtime Story's budget was?
Dude, the budgets are insane. Adam Sandler was like the highest paid actor at the time, right?
Yeah, he still has those Netflix deals right now too, which is big money because he has like a stand up on that. Then he has the deals for the movies that he has like 2 that he already did with Jennifer Aniston, the like murder mystery movies that he did.
Really?
And he did like
this.
Hoobie Halloween. He's done a shit ton of stuff for Netflix.
Yeah, I mean,
Netflix giving him that big money.
I respect the Sandman's hustle.
He did the Spider movie, which I was excited to see, and then nobody really said anything about it. So I was like, oh no, it's probably boring. I guess I won't watch it.
I haven't seen Jack and Jill. That's one I've never seen.
I don't think I'll ever. I say never, but I forget that Uncle Sleepover exists. Which, if any of you are curious, Uncle Sleepover is an extra show we have on our Patreon.
It's fun,
but that's not all we have on our Patreon, Matthew. What else do we have on our Patreon this beautiful Christmas season? And every other month of, I guess, every season.
Every episode of this podcast has a bonus super mini show. So if you are watching this Christmas episode and going, God, I just can't get enough of this stuff, I need another sloppy serving of this podcast. Well, on our Patreon, there is for every episode. There's a little bonus extra stuff. And if you look on screen right now, if you're watching the video, there are some names scrolling. And what are those names, Ryan?
You'll see the names are separated. You have the nice list and the naughty list. The naughty list means like naughty in a good way.
Yeah,
you know, like y'all are bad.
Y'all are real bad.
So the naughty list is a bit shorter, which is probably a good thing. So we have our nice and naughty list. These are all the people who support the Super Mega Show, and we like to show them some love by throwing them in the credits at the end of this podcast because they help make this podcast a reality as well as the other content
That's
that we
right.
put on the channel.
That's right.
And if you want to help support us, there are different tiers. You can have the basic tier, which is the $5 tier, which you get everything on the Patreon in terms of the content, like the behind the scenes. You get it all. And then you can go up a tier more if you want. It's the 15.
Yeah, producer tier. You get your name in this episode. Plus, you get stickers in the mail every month. Luke, put December stickers in. Look at these 3 holographic stickers you'll get in the mail if you sign up.
That's crazy.
Pretty sick. And then executive producers. Those guys, they're extra special. And we send them like fan fiction we write about ourselves.
I haven't received any of that. Shh.
You know,
just go along with the bit, asshole.
Guys, Christmas is upon us. I hope that
Christmas has come. Father Christmas has come.
Father Christmas has come. And I hope that everyone watching right now has a very Merry Christmas. And I hope that you spend some time with your family and maybe didn't just lock yourself in your room and listen to YouTube podcasts, or maybe your family
if you did, hopefully you replayed this one several times.
Yeah,
the watch time probably should go up a little bit.
It needs to, yeah. Well, hopefully your family's downstairs getting drunk, being annoying. You can go up in your room and shut the door and listen to Super Mega Show and pretend like you're hanging out with Matt and Ryan.
Yeah. And if you're embarrassed, like you're gonna go, like I'm gonna go listen to a YouTuber podcast. If you're embarrassed to admit that or say that to your family, then just say you're gonna go upstairs and masturbate or something.
Say you're gonna jack off.
I'm just gonna go masturbate.
They'll respect the realism there.
Yeah.
And if you want, we can even do a little soundbite that you can show your family. So when they're like, "What are you doing up there?" Be like, "I'm listening to this podcast. Check it out." And then you could press play and be like, no, just forget about it. Never mind. I couldn't think of anything to say.
Merry Christmas
and a Happy New Year.
Podcast. Yeah, better say it for them. It's my dad walking out on my family because he's so betrayed that Eddie Murphy is not actually
a fat, jolly.
Oh, I gotta go for a drive.
Doesn't come back.